Deadlock is finally here. The new Valorant character just got her abilities showcased with a new trailer, and I can't lie, some of the abilities are looking saucy, fam. And to be fair, it's about time we got a new Sentinel agent. I'm gonna be going over all of her abilities and giving my opinion on each one. Telling you, is she gonna be meta? Is she gonna be cheeks? We'll find out. But it's only gonna be my initial impressions. And as a regular Radiant and Immortal lobby enjoyer, I think I could have a pretty good take when it comes to a character first coming out. But yeah, jumping straight into it, ability 1 is called the grab net grenade. This seems to be like any other grenade which can be thrown overhand with a left click, or with a right click, it will be thrown underhand. When it lands, it creates a force field on the ground where anyone within the radius is just instantly forced to crouch and move at a total pace. Just call this a total grenade, I guess, because you're not moving anywhere if you're getting hit by this. This grenade is going to be really strong when it gets thrown at chokes, completely shut down pushes. Like if a Neon's rushing the site and she gets hit by this, yeah, it's curtains for her, I can't lie. Her second ability though is called a sonic sensor trap, which is her trap ability. This can be attached to a wall or any surface, I believe. And if an enemy makes any noise whatsoever next to it, so that's if you run, if you shoot, if you do any abilities next to it, or even plant or defuse a spike as shown in the trailer when Neon gets hit by it, as she goes to defuse the spike. But yeah, if you make any noise next to it whatsoever, a large area will get concussed. But yeah, like in that Neon clip in the trailer, I can see it being used for post plant a lot. When you put on right on top of the bomb, it concusses the guy that's on the bomb. They can't really do much unless they shoot it. And then if they shoot it, you know they're on the bomb. Win-win situation. But as I'll say later on, there's a huge issue with this ability that I'm going to touch on in a bit. But for her next ability, this is probably her most confusing one, but look at it in a way as a sage wall. This one's called the barrier mesh, which is a disc that you launch forward, that when it lands, it creates full walls in an X shape that bullets and abilities can pass through, but players can't walk through it. So the purpose of this ability is to just shut down any sort of movement mainly. So more time, you're gonna throw it at a hotly contested choke and just shut down their rushes. Combo that with the grenades, and yeah, you're stopping everyone dead in their tracks. Now, all the walls can be destroyed at once. There is counterplay to this. If you shoot the middle orb, which is around 1000 HP, it will destroy and drop all 4 walls. As well as that, you can individually destroy each of the walls by shooting the orbs underneath them. So the reason I compare this to a sage wall is because like it's really similar in the sense of it blocks movement, and it also can be destroyed with bullets. However, I do believe the sage wall might be a better ability overall, mainly because of the way you can place the sage wall. Like if you guys play Valorant a lot, you know that you can put sage walls at angles where you'd have to destroy multiple walls that you get through. And I can't see it being done with Deadlock's new wall ability since it's in an X shape. So the most I could see getting destroyed that you would have to destroy to get through into some chokes is like 2 walls maybe. I can't think of any other choke in the game that would require you to destroy like all of them. I can't think of any like X-shaped chokes, you know? Sage's wall is still probably the best wall type ability in the game. Obviously because of the elevation factor as well. I don't believe you can stand on this wall. Now for her ultimate ability. This one is a bit mad. I don't know what Riot was smoking when they came up with this one, but this brother is called Annihilation. And bro, it fits the name hella mad. With the same radius as Sova ult, you can fire a nanowire forward and bounce it off of walls if you have to as well. Where the first person hit, that fool is getting dragged. You're gonna place that person inside a cocoon. You're turning fools into butterflies out here. The person then has to be saved by their teammates shooting the cocoon. And if your teammates leave you for dead, it's peak. Because the second you get dragged all the way out the area, you insta-die. Again, I don't know what the hell Riot was smoking with this one, because in a 1v1 situation, this seems like an insta-win condition. However, you can say the same for Razor, and people somehow still flop down in a 1v1 situation. But to be fair, it does seem like it could be dodged pretty easy. If it has the same range as like a Sova ult, Sova ult isn't the hardest thing in the world to dodge, but if you get hit by this in a 1v1, literally the round's just over. Pretty cool ult though, it looks flashy, which is nice. The abilities actually look really cool, so I mess with that. Okay, for my initial impressions and overview, I feel like this agent will be pretty okay, but she will be strong in certain scenarios. Even though for some reason Twitter thinks Cypher's gonna get completely eliminated from the game now, I feel like Cypher does a lot of things better than she does. She does not have the toolkit to replace Cypher. Cypher's really good at anti-lurking. His trips give you information straight away as soon as they're destroyed, and you can't walk past them or jump past them without making a lot of noise, you know? Now the issue with Deadlock is that you can just walk straight past her trap. It's a sound-based trap, so if you make noise next to it, it will trigger. But if you make no noise next to it, it won't trigger. So I can't see her being that good against lurkers, and on certain maps, especially like a Haven or Ascent, where those are really lurk heavy maps. If anything, you play it more like a Killjoy where you heavy anchor a site, but then Deadlock has nothing for lurkers pretty much, because they can just walk past her stuff. She's more of a Sentinel that's going to be used to completely lock down a rush. I don't see any Sentinel in the game being better than her at that job. Even Killjoy. Her grenade is going to shut down rushes. Her wall's going to shut down rushes. You can't really execute fast against her. So you're going to have to play a really boring role of like just heavy anchor on a set. And because lurking is such a huge part of Valorant, I see a Cypher being played alongside her. It's probably going to end up being a double Sentinel meta. And one other thing is that she'll probably be the worst Sentinel at attacking in the game. At least Cypher's got his cages to make maneuvers with. Killjoy's got her mollies to throw to like clear angles. Yeah, Deadlock does have her turtle grenade to like really clear areas. She can really use it if she wants to, but realistically, how is she gonna place a wall on an attack? She would have to place it in a post-plant situation, which then will be really good. But when it actually comes to executing on a site, she's not really gonna provide her team with much. And God knows her sound suppression mine, whatever it's called, is not watching the flank. I'm still gonna be watching the flank if I have a Deadlock on my team. Like I mentioned earlier, I don't think she is gonna be that great on a Haven or Ascent. Like the lurking capabilities on that map are way too high for it to actually thrive and do well. But a map like Splits, he's gonna thrive. If you have someone watching mid, like you have a Sage Wall mid, or you just have like a Jet opping from vents into mid, mid's completely shut down. And then that leaves you with the smallest chokes in the whole game. Or if you just even place her on B garage and like she just got her wall there, her nade, you can't really get through. She's gonna shut down sides completely. Split has some of the narrowest chokes in the game, so I see her being really strong there. But yeah, overall, I think she's gonna be good. She's gonna fulfill the role of locking down sides really well, but there's obviously got to be weaknesses to every character. You're going to be able to lurk on her like one fool, I can't lie. If you see a Deadlock on the team and they have no other Sentinel, start lurking, because that trap is not stopping any lurks. Trust me on that one. Anyways, that has been Deadlock. I'm excited to get my hands on as soon as the second she releases in episode 7, which is in a few days now. So if you guys want to see any good gameplay with her when she comes out, be sure to check out the channel, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit the noti bell to get notified whenever I upload. And if you guys are also trying to see some high elo gameplay, some Radiant, some Immortal gameplay, come through to this Twitch stream where I'm streaming every single day. Roll through, show some love, chat to man. We'll have a good time there. Anyways, I appreciate you guys sticking through. See you in a bit.